All right. So what I'm going to be making, you have not seen the wooden jack-o'-lanterns, you're missing out. Not only is it probably the funnest project I have all year, but last year I didn't have time to make them. The year before that, I don't even know how many I made. I know that at like 15 bucks a piece, I made about $1,000, about $1,000. And there's got people living in here, but this guy's been on my front patio all year, and actually for 2 years. Instead of having a top that comes off and have to reach down inside, I decided to make the top because it was easy to pick up, and then I made a little swivel door. So I made the handle out of some pieces. The hinge is just 2 screws, so it's super simple. The rest is brad nailed together with some glue. And then what I'm doing, I'm getting ready right now to cut some faces out. So this is 16 inches tall. You can make it however tall you want though. You know, I don't crank them out, but I do about 4 an hour. So I just spent about 5 minutes or so cutting up boards. This is a hand-me-down, so I got this guy for free. I'm actually thinking this year I'm gonna buy a new one. So we'll see. Anybody got any comments on one that's worth buying, let me know. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna see if I could put together a little video here. All right, so here I just got a couple images that I Googled and found a few that I liked and printed them out. Here you can see all the holes. Be careful with what you pick. So this design right here had like 5 holes that I needed to drill, and that means I had to change the blade out a couple times. And it's not too bad, I don't mind. It's just there are designs where you don't have to change the blade at all, and you can do twice as many in the time. All right, so I'm gonna do one here. So drilled holes for my starts. Limit how many times you gotta take it in and out. Make it a little faster. So I'm gonna cut one more. All right, so now what I did is when I traced it in pin, I'm gonna sand that off, just hit real quick. I just do that so if somebody looks in from the other side, they don't see pin. I think it just looks a little better. So I'm gonna do more, but I'm running out of time today, and I just want to put one together with everyone. So I like this one a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one together, and I'll just put these ones aside. So these ones I will continue to assemble on my own. So I just went back and grabbed 3 additional sides, and if you look at the one I've got here, the way that I have the back only works if you put the front and butt it up to the sides this way. What that does is that gives the back the ability to swing open. If you put it on the other side of it, that doesn't quite work. So it doesn't have to go together like this way, but again, I'm showing you what I do. So what I'm going to do is I have the front, I have a back, and I have 2 sides. This one's got a break in it, so I'm not going to use that one for the back. I'll use that for a side. And then all I'm going to do is go over to my saw, and I'm going to cut this. It doesn't really matter where. I'm not even going to measure. I'm just going to cut it. Okay. That goes right back there. I'm going to grab out of my scrap pile any piece. I'm going to make this handle back here, which is just a random piece of wood. That's going to get attached right there to this piece. That way the back opens up. So now we're going to assemble this. It's been about a year. Well, I use glue. And I'm just going to hold the end here flush, the edge here, and I'm going to shoot. Keep your fingers out of the way. That's the inside. That's the front side. Put my other side on. All right, so now the top of the door, I'm just going to dab some glue. I'm going to put this on. Now these nails are these brad nails. These are the 1.25 inches. They're actually longer than the 2 pieces are wide, so you don't want to shoot down because it's going to shoot through. So I'm shooting at an angle. It's pretty soft wood, so I didn't shoot through there, but I did shoot through there. Extra work, but I don't want some kid grabbing that. There, and it's that easy to fix. All right, so the top is going to go in with screws. The bottom is not. Bottom's going to go in with some brad nails. This is not a precision project. Like I was saying, from start to finish, it takes me about an hour to build 4. Maybe a little slower right now because it's been a little bit, So I have a bunch of these which work really well because the head's so small. But, you know, I use these because I had them and they were shorter when I ran out of them. I bought these, I use these on my planters. These are 1.25 inches. They work just as well. And what I'm gonna do here is now this fits tight because of the boards probably have a slight warp to it, and it's tighter than I want. So I'm actually gonna take some sandpaper and I'm gonna sand this down because I don't want somebody breaking this. Just now, when I cut that earlier, it took a saw curve width out. So this is flush and this is flush, and there's like 1/8 of an inch, the blade width that's missing, and that allows it to open and close freely. So this is flush up here. The other thing to notice here, to know here, is when you open this, when it pops open, the lid is gonna stick up right there. All right, I almost forgot this. And because it's gonna hit the top, when you do that, it's gonna wanna pry the top off. So I'm gonna knock that down on the saw. See, I just took a little bevel off. And usually does the trick. I don't measure down. Just don't blow out the side here. There it is. I go in and back out because you're not trying to pull this tight. The tighter it is, the more likely it's not going to want to open and close. Make sure it opens. And then I'm going to cut some pieces for the top and for the bottom. Now, the top can be whatever you want it to be. So it can be exactly the width. It can hang over a little bit, which is usually how I try and cut it. And then this gives you an opportunity to use up all your scraps. So I'm gonna cut this out. And then the bottom, again, you can use a piece basically that has a wider bottom. Usually what I do is cut a piece that will fit inside it, and I just tack it in from all sides. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut those real quick. So I just cut a bottom, and I'm basically gonna twist this box just until the bottom will fit in. And then I'm going to nailer, pry it up, nail it down, and then that'll be the bottom. So I'll get some nails in that, and then I'm gonna cut this. And then just make sure you don't nail it on the back, or your door will not open. So get some glue on here for good faith. This one's got a piece that broke off. I'm going to use it because I like it. And then put some nails. Now, I will say I forgot to put the handle on, but not the end of the world. I'll do that right now. So. All right, let me go find something for the top here. And I won't make you wait. All right, so I've got an apple tree, and when I decide I trim stuff down, I always keep all my branches. These are from last year actually, and I'll cut pieces, sections of it off for the top here. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so I just cut that into 3. I like them when they're crooked. I think they look cool. So I'm gonna use this guy. The little top. Now I should have put this on before I put the lid on, but I have access to the back. So hopefully I can get in there. And usually what I do is I use 2 screws. Make sure that they're gonna fit through. And the best I can. Again, I should have did this prior. Not a big deal though. And then I just use 2 so it doesn't twist. That's it. All right, so I got one little guy done here. I usually, let me get back. Got a little bin over here with lights, and when I advertise them, I usually use these puck lights. They're great. I've got some remotes for them. Change the colors so you can totally change the way they look. I don't sell them with these. It's just another couple bucks puts it out of what I think is out of a good price range. I do have a bunch of tea lights, so I usually I've got a bunch of these somewhere. I usually give the customer one of them because that provides plenty of light. But I also have these little guys because I do stuff for Christmas, and these little these lights work great. So I try to provide ideas for lighting, but something like this you can just throw on and throw it in there, and it's not dark out, but you can see that you'll see some light. So the puck lights are my favorite. It's got the rotating light colors, so you can just turn it on and it's got a little light show going. But I always look around to see what other people are building, and I don't mind the tops coming off. It's just reaching down in there, especially because I was going to put a candle in there, and that's what bugged me, is I'm going to try and light a candle and burn myself on the way down. So this here, just reach in the back and you can move it, pick it up and move it, and that's it. So that's what I got to offer. So that's mine from last year. I'm going to try and fix up his hat. Here's one that I've got done. I've got the other faces in this pile right here, and yeah, I'm gonna put these 4 together and call it a day. It's been a long one for me. I just wanted to do this, so I'm gonna get these 4 done so I can post them tonight on OfferUp, and then tomorrow I'm gonna spend a couple hours. Again, I've got enough cut here for 10. So I'm gonna get these up and running so they can work for me while I'm sleeping. And that's about it. All right, so this is the next morning, and I had a few more designs that I had pieces ready to cut, but I thought I'd shoot a time lapse. It takes a long time to stop and record video and so forth, so it seems like it takes a lot longer than it does. This probably takes about, I'd say 5 minutes, maybe a little less for an average design. And then like this Frankenstein here took a little longer. This one here took no time at all. It was just kind of a random face. I will say that I sell more cats than anything. Probably Every one out of every three that I made have made was a cat that I sold. So, if that helps anybody out. Also, another popular seller is the Jack Skellington. So I don't have one here, but I will be doing some. I like this little kitty on the left. He's a new one. Frankenstein's look great with the green light on the inside. And the cats, I think everybody can relate, especially kids. So I started these on Saturday morning, did most of my video shooting, and then finished up the others on Sunday. Sorry, my voice is going. So I've got 10 up for sale. I've got 2 ads, and I did get a message last night for 5. So someone's coming by Tuesday. They're picking up 5 of the 10 that I got. So this coming weekend, I'll replace those with 5 or more, and then I'm just going to keep them in stock and ready to go.